Who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Okay, scratch that. I just make you guys laugh. As always, singing is so not my talent. But I'm going to take some classes and work on that. Anyway, hey you guys, it's been a minute since I've done a video blog, and yesterday I submitted a status for a couple of topics, and of course, always, everyone wants to talk about haters. I mean, we all have them, so to speak. I think in my 28 years of living, I think I have haters now. I didn't know, but learning the different terminology and learning the different things you could do to create haters. Hey, haters are haters. But anyway, I'm gonna try my best to break it down in this part one, because there'll probably be 3 or 4. But this is part one of what I like to title Haters, How to Make Them Hate. Thanks to my cousin Renetta, Dr. Renetta Sanders, for sublisting some topics. I'm gonna go with those today, and maybe on part 2 or 3 we'll get her here and she can sit in and co-host this with me. Secondly, I do want to congratulate all of the grads of 2011 for this year's accomplishments of graduating high school, college, and focusing on their endeavors. And guess what? If you haven't had haters, trust me, you will. Know that all too well. Don't you guys? You know about that all too well. Setting goals. 1. You might want to get out a pen, paper, write some of these down, because some of us have misconstrued what haters really are. I mean, we do have like some petty haters, but I don't really consider those haters if you're just hating on someone and it's not even, it's minute to what is considered something. That we'll get to that. Anyway, setting goals. Do you definitely always be about you. Be clear about them and all your priorities. I mean, for instance, you a graduate, for instance, you set out to say that you want to attend whatever program at whatever college, and you give yourself, if you're at a 2-year program or a 4-year program, you give yourself that and maybe a semester or whatnot, but whatever it is, you give yourself that time to complete that program. I mean, along the way, if you stay focused and get your priorities where they need to be, I mean, you're gonna have the extra time to do whatever. But if you get your priorities straight and do what you need to do, handle your business and make sure that you're doing it because it's what you want to do, then who cares what those later on naysayers are gonna say? Because as soon as you're doing what it is you want to do and someone's not doing that, I mostly say that that's hating, but that's just somebody who really has nothing going on for themselves. And because you do and you're not a pun or part of that crowd anymore, yeah, they said, you think you this, you act better than this, and all of that extra. Yeah. Achieving them. Now, if you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you can't really say that they hate on you, because you haven't done what you said or set out to do. So how am I or anyone hating on someone who hasn't done what they claim to do? Yeah, that's a lie and it sounds confusing, but I can't really hate on you if you aren't doing anything. I mean, I'm just stating the obvious. If that is what's going on, you aren't doing anything. Right. Focus from distractions. Now, gossip, lies, negativity, that's all from a person that is living those things. I mean, if you sit around all day, do absolutely, positively nothing constructive to your life or to that of society, and you bring negativity to anyone that you encounter with, I mean, you are a negative person and you could be deemed as a hater. But for the most part, you take yourself away from that. Take yourself out of that environment. Take yourself far away from that environment before you become, as such, a naysayer or a hater. Why do people hate? Oh, various reasons. They definitely haven't set goals for themselves. They haven't achieved the goals that they set for themselves, and they definitely didn't remain focused on what it was that they were doing. I mean, you can go off to set an example. To set an example, sorry. You say that you want to achieve whatever career choice that you do. Two friends. One of you stay focused, achieve the goal, and it's possible. The other, well, wasn't really focused, definitely didn't set those goals, and it doesn't work out for that person. So while this person is matriculating through life, achieving the home, achieving the American dream, so to speak, your friend, possibly by now ex-friend, mad because that's not the life that they're living. Their life is made harder than what it had to be because they didn't set those ultimate goals. And this is just not anything that I've seen in teens. It's basically, we see it in adults. I mean, someone goes and get a new car, someone gets a new house. As simple minded as most people, you can be happy in your relationship and someone is miserable. Yes, misery loves company. So we tend to say that all those things are haters, but in fact, when you're doing positive, you're doing well, that creates hate in someone who hasn't accomplished any of those things for themselves. And instead of them looking at their life and trying to figure out what they could better to achieve betterment, then it's downhill from there. And those type of people, you can't really cut them out of your life because they're gonna come at you from a distance. So the only thing you can do, you keep doing you stay focused, achieve the things that you have for yourself, because a hater is constantly going to find reason to hate. As long as you're doing the right thing and you're doing well, hate on, hater. I mean, just God says it best. Hate on. Can't stop that, especially when it's for the good and it's for progress. And then some people are just out there. I have this conversation all the time with a very close friend of mine. Some people are just out there to be speed bumps along the way. I mean, they're constantly going to find anything wrong with everything. I volunteer some of my time to mentoring at-risk young ladies. I talk about things that they should be able to talk about to their counselors, or they should be able to talk about with their mothers. I mean, you should be able to talk about a boy picking on you at school or calling you names, or you should be able to talk to your mother about girl fights or this, that, or that. But some of the instances, mama is childish. She's not being mama. I mean, and we don't even want to talk about some of the things that the guys, young men, have to face with about peer pressure from girls, that if dad is not around, they have no male figure to get it from. So when you are not a part of your kid's life and they're going through, different things, and they're trying to maintain on the right path, and you have a kid out there that has no guidance, they tend to say, well, they hate on me because I ain't with the crowd, or they, this, that, and that. We got to do better, always. But, me being one person, with the, hopefully working with a few others, she can't tell our kids anything, or she can't do this, why she, why not me? Why not do the obvious that needs to be done? Why not come into the community and correct a lot of the wrong that we see? But, I take it with the good, definitely take it all in, bad, good, criticism, I take it all in and say, you know what, that's because I'm doing what's right. I'm focused on the goals that I've set forth. I'm achieving them. And that's just what naysayers, haters, negative people, all of the above. That's all of that. So until the next time, part 2, do you, but do you with the purpose. Bye. I was scattered all over the place. Be recorded. Sorry.